Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. A quick video here with some running footage of a new to me Losi Baja Rey. This is the 1.0, I guess now that there's a 2.0 out. This is the 1.0 version 2, the King Shock version, as you can see. Picked this up from my buddy Matt for a really great price. I was really happy to get this truck because the original Baja Rey, 10 scale Baja Rey that I had a couple years ago was one of my favorite trucks to get out and drive, so I'm happy to have one again. The only reason I got rid of that one was because I got a UDR and I wasn't driving it very much, but what prompted me to get this truck was actually finding this spot here where we're going to be building a little bit of a natural terrain track for running faster cars. That's part of the reason I've been doing so much trail truck and crawling lately, is just because I have so much more access to spots like that, and we recently came across this area and we're going to start making a little track. Hopefully this ends up being a long-term thing and nobody has an issue with us running RCs back here. So but anyway, just wanted to make this video so you guys can kind of see the before, and then I'm going to be doing some mods to this thing, mainly suspension tuning. I'm not going to go too crazy with the rest of the truck. Probably just scale it out a little bit, maybe some different wheels and kind of make it look cooler, but it runs really nice. This has Proline Powerstroke shocks all around, no secondary dampers in the rear, and as you can see, this thing is really kicking all over the place in the back. I think most of the oil is leaked out of these shocks. They need a good rebuild. And then I'm going to be playing around with some different suspension settings on this truck. So just wanted to show you guys where this thing starts out at, and I'll make some videos as I go with some modifications, and hopefully I can figure out a really nice suspension setup for this truck. If you guys have any tips or setups that really have worked for you in terrain like this, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you're running the Powerstrokes, what you think of them and what your setup for these shocks are. So I will probably be adding some secondary shocks in the rear, just because I think that's really going to kind of help keep it planted. I definitely want to go ahead and make like a much bigger whoop section in this area. You'll see by the end of this video I kind of had like a little six-pack section going on, but work in progress with this area needs a lot of cleaning up. There's a lot of vegetation growing around here. Once we get all that torn out and start smoothing things out, it's going to be a really cool spot. So yeah, really excited to get a Baja Rey again. And yeah, stay tuned, consider subscribing. I'll have a playlist for this truck, so as I go along and start doing some mods and some more testing and tuning, you guys can check it out. So you can see in this footage here just how much the rear end is just kicking up. So the tricky part with setting up suspension for trucks like this, especially in rough terrain where you're going to be going faster, but then also going through bigger, almost like whoops and jumps like that, is to try to keep the suspension action fast enough to really just float, not so much float, but keep the truck floating across the ground while the wheels can move up and down quick enough to stay in contact with the ground to get good traction. But then you don't want it to be so fast that the chassis starts getting kicked up into the air over whoops and stuff. So it's always tricky to tune the compression and the rebound. What I found worked really well on my UDR was a variable damper kit where I could keep the rebound fast but slow the compression down. So that could work on this truck. The front UDR shocks will fit on the rear of this, and that would be a great solution because you can run the variable damper kit and have slow the compression down so it doesn't bottom out as much, but then keep the rebound fast so it will track well over rough ground. So we'll see what I end up coming up with, but stay tuned guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. Later.